Hey everybody. Today is all about the blues. I want you to hear the blues. I want you to see the blues. And I want you to learn about the blues. Sugar blues, that is. Hey everybody. But really, I wanted to make a point. You might be blue by the time we're done today, but we're going to be talking today and Thursday about the sugar blues. It was 1960 when 42-year-old William Dufty, author, director, musician, walked into a room in New York with some actors and some lawyers and some others in the industry for a meeting. The actress Gloria Swanson was there. Food and drink was provided for all, and William poured himself a cup of coffee and reached next to Miss Swanson to drop a sugar cube in his coffee when she whispered in his ear, "That stuff is poison. I wouldn't have it in my house, let alone my body." He sat back like a kid who'd gotten his hand caught in the cookie jar, and then he noticed Gloria wasn't partaking of any of the food that the rest were enjoying. She had brought her own. She offered him a piece of her food, and William said it was some kind of tree-ripened, unsprayed something. He ate it and told her he had never tasted anything better in all his life. They had all heard about Gloria Swanson's health regimen. Poems had been written about her age-defying process and her presence. And seeing her eyeball to eyeball, it was impossible to doubt that what she was doing was right. She said, "I used to get positively livid when I watched people eating poison. But I've learned that everyone has to find out for themselves the hard way. They can eat broken glass in front of me now, and I don't even twitch. Go ahead," she said to William as he mixed it in his coffee. "Eat your white sugar. Kill yourself. See if I care." Wow. It haunted William Dufty for days. Who wouldn't it haunt? And that chance meeting and that interaction ultimately led William Dufty to change his life. But not before he denied the words she had spoken and continued his addiction to sugar. He tells in his book the story of his upbringing and his attraction and his addiction to sugar. When he finally gave up the stuff, he said that he had the longest 48 hours of his life. He went to sleep with exhaustion, sweating, and tremors. And when he finally woke up, he said he felt reborn. Then the next few days brought about a succession of wonders. He stopped bleeding from his gums and his rear. His skin cleared up. His migraine headaches went away. He discovered bones in his hands and feet that had been covered by bloat. He went from 205 pounds to 135 pounds in 5 months. He said grains and vegetables tasted like gifts from the gods. William ended up with a new body, a new head, and a new life. That was in the 1960s, and he spent the next 10 to 15 years researching and learning about sugar. And then he wrote the book, Sugar Blues. Sugar, refined sucrose produced by multiple chemical processings of the juice of the sugar cane or beet, and removal of all fiber and protein, which amount to 90% of the natural plant. Blues, a state of depression or melancholy overlaid with fear, physical discomfort and anxiety. Sugar blues, multiple physical and mental misery caused by human consumption of refined sucrose, commonly called sugar. As I dedicate this week to the sugar blues, I want you to know that I have been challenged and convicted about it all. Reading Sugar Blues is a lot like what William Duffy experienced with Gloria Swanson. It's haunting. It will haunt you as it has me if you read it. The book goes back to the beginning of food. It helps the reader understand our need for food and what industry did to it and our severe addiction to it, health problems at all. Today, I just want to provide you with some haunting facts. Some of you have maybe made that great decision already to cut sugar out of your lives. Others wish they could, and some have never thought about it. And they're sure hoping it's not going to show up as our challenge for the month of August. I guess I just want to use our pain as our friend today. That's what we've learned caused change, right? I want to do some haunting of my own. I'll invite you to read this book if you're interested in making the change. But today, rather than review his book, I'm going to share some sugar facts with you that his book prompted me to research. Much like Gloria Swanson, I'll leave the outcome to you. Although I would be concerned if I saw you eating broken glass. But I just want to be the messenger today, and you can all choose to take the message and do with it what you will. Did you know that Americans consume 140 to 150 pounds of sugar per year, compared to 100 pounds in the early 1900s? And it's interesting, Heidi Turner, who's a medical nutritionist at the Seattle Arthritic Clinic, said it's true that some people struggle with gluten or dairy, but lots of people can handle eating that. Sugar's a different story, she said. Sugar is a universal inflammatory. She specializes up there in anti-inflammatory diets to help reduce pain and symptoms related to arthritis and autoimmune conditions. And she says everyone is sugar intolerant. If you have joint pain, eating sweets has been shown to worsen joint pain because of the inflammation it causes in the body. Studies show that sugar consumption can increase your risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. We're talking sugar facts today and Thursday, and we're going to sing the blues. Are you ready for some more? Sugar causes glucose levels to spike and plummet. Unstable blood sugar can leave you experiencing mood swings, fatigue, and headaches. It also contributes to cravings, which begins the cycle of false hunger. By contrast, those who avoid sugar report having fewer cravings while feeding and feeling more emotionally balanced and energized. Your immune function will be affected by sugar. As if being sick wasn't bad enough, studies have shown that sugar interferes with the way your body fights disease. Bacteria and yeast on sugar. So it increases the glucose in the body, and these organisms build up and it causes infection. So many facts about sugar, and I'm going to keep on giving you more. I want you to sleep on the information you got today, tonight. I'm going to share more on Thursday, but no question, you'll be singing the blues by the time we're done with Sugar Blues. So until Thursday, be thinking about it, and I'll see you then.